Well, hello guys, welcome back to episode 63 of Gottne Till I Die. This is the series where we are taking the tiny club of Gottne IF to the top of Swedish football. We have arrived at the 2031 season with Gottne, and we, as you can see, arrive with our finances in a bit of a state. But this is always going to be the case because to compete with the best teams, we have to spend money, and our board thankfully are allowing us to spend a bit of money on wages, but it's doing hell for our finances. The other thing that we should have by now is a new stadium, but we don't have that, unfortunately. For whatever reason, the stadium has been put back. I'll show you, here it is now. So it's been put back. It's been now called the Gottne IF Stadium, which is annoying. I thought I might get some part of the name on there, as I'm an icon at the club, and it's going to be with us on the 28th of the 6th this year. So we've got a little bit of time to wait until that. So halfway through this season, unfortunately. So a bit annoying. So we continue in our 2,000-seater stadium, which isn't great. But it'd be nice to be able to ground share or something. I don't think that's an option in the game, to be able to ground share. Yeah, so that's fine. So as you can see, pre-season's gone fairly well. A couple of losses, one against Krasnodar. So that's a really decent side, and we wouldn't necessarily expect to beat them, but we gave them a game, played quite well, and the other one against FC Haka from Finland, both of them away from home. But then we got some good wins, and I guess the standout one for me is the game against Lillestrøm, which was very nice. You'll see some new names there. So let's have a look at the transfers in and the transfers out. Who has gone out? Released players. So Fredrik Knudsen, our brave Danish centre-back, he has left, or Norwegian centre-back. What was he? Norwegian. There we go. He's left. He's retired. We knew that was happening. He was just he'd reduced in quality so much in that last season that he fell into the reserves. A lot of really household names, if you've been watching this series for a lot of time, who have left. Anton Krelj, our right back, great player, 47 games for the club. Great left back. I know my players. Did a really good job, but we need to move on, don't we? This lad, Sven Strand, was a player I could never quite work out why it didn't work. He looks like he should be okay, but it never quite worked out. I never quite found the position for him. Interestingly, Malinowskis has joined Cologne, if that's how you pronounce it. And he's worth about £120,000, which is surprising. So, maybe it's going to work out for him there. Al-Sanati, he's moved off, our Iraqi right midfielder. We've had a hell of a time trying to replace him. For whatever reason, that position is particularly hard. Remember, we've got no transfer budget, so everything is free transfers or loans, and this has been the case for a couple of seasons now, and we're trying to compete at the top of Swedish football, which is so hard to do. And Kirkeby, you can see why he's gone, can't you? Some okay mental stats and some okay physical stats, but technically he's just not good enough, and I wish him all the best. Though, I'm fairly happy with our dealings in this window. You can see there's a few loans, and we're having to deal with that. That's what we're having to do. Linus Christiansen, he is nothing really to get excited about. He's literally just someone to sit in our reserves. If we need him, we will call on him, but he's a young player who will sit in our reserves, and we'll see if we can develop him. I'm not expecting anything out of it. The next player you might get a little bit excited about. If you watched the Journeyman series, we had him at Viking. He became available on a free transfer. We needed a striker, so we bought in Nagash. I'm really happy about that. I think he's going to really help us out. Look at the stats that he's got here: dribbling, finishing, first touch, very, very good. He can also head the ball, which is nice. He's a good, strong striker, but he's fast as well. So he is a good player. I'm signing him for all of the reasons that I signed him at Viking. So I'm really, really happy with that. Another player you will recognise is Felix Bowman, who we had a couple of seasons ago just to fill out as an 18-year-old. fill out the squad. And as you can see, he's really improved an awful lot. He can play both in midfield and up front, so he's going to be he'll be a backup, or at least someone who can sort of fill in as and when. But he's got some good qualities there. He can dribble, he can pass. So that midfield role, he can fill in quite well. He's also quite effective. He's also quite speedy, which is a nice skill to have, and with decent vision to go with that passing. And you know how we like that combo. Everyone, I think, who I bought in has been Swedish, apart from this lad, Bilderbrick, or however he wants to call. He's a Danish player. He's centre back, and he's got some good abilities at centre back. Only 24 years old, which is nice. Good heading, decent marking, and very, very good tackling for this level. And he's brave, so he's going to jump into those tackles. Oh no, he's not going to jump into those. He's brave, but he's not going to dive into the tackle. So I don't know quite how that works. And he's got a goalkeeper rating of 3. That's what we want him for. Now, this guy I signed primarily for his name, Fleming Bus. He's not rated at all by our coaches. I don't know. I see something a little bit more into him. He's only an on-loan winger, just someone to bring on as and when we need to provide a bit of cover on that side. Dribbling is what we want. Someone with dribbling who's fast. This seems like a good combination. He's not that great at crossing. He's not awful. He's not great, but his passing ability is okay. So I feel, and let me know, in your opinion, is he worth it as a backup or not for a season? Let me know. I mean, for the name alone, surely Fleming Bus. But I've found so many issues trying to sign that right midfielder to replace Al Sanati. We know we've got likes of Simpson, Muller who can play there, but we want someone who's a bit more natural there. Now, this guy isn't natural, as you'll see. I'll show you his actual screen. As you can see, he's primarily a forward, but he can't finish. But he can play on that right side, and we'll train him up to be a winger, but he is incredibly fast. He's incredibly fast with great acceleration, great pace, good agility. All that is really important for a winger. His crossing isn't great, and we'll try and work on that. And there are a few other things, his decision making, which could be improved, his vision, which could be improved. Some of these things are going to be a bit troublesome for us, but I think overall, I think he's a good player. So Henningsen, he is someone I'm quietly excited about, and he's done really well in pre-season. So first game of the season, we are going up against Elfsborg, team I absolutely hate to play, and this is the team we're going to start with. We've got Paul and Nagash up front as our new partnership. Henningsen is going to start at right midfield, attacking right midfield. Camp, our awesome left midfielder, continues. Samara and Tinnerholm, I think that midfield looks quite good now. At the back, we've got Tapsoba, who is our new captain. And the right side, we're going to go with Ali, but Nielsen is coming along very, very nicely. And Anderson and Ahmed Hozic, the A's, are going to be playing in the centre with Bilderbrick on the bench. And then we've got the likes of Degeland, Muller, who's not quite fit, Nielsen, Colley, Bus, and I think that's all of them. I think that's a really good squad. I'm happy with the squad. Every single one of those players I will be happy to bring on. I think they all bring something a little bit different. We'll see how this goes, but let's see if we can start with a decent result against Elfsborg. You never know. You never know how things have gone. I'm cautiously optimistic about what we've done. I think it's better than what we had, which is what we're trying to do every season. And we finished 4th last year. Can that right midfielder, that improvement at right midfield, do the business? Can that do us? And maybe the improvement up top in the gash. Can he provide those additional goals that Sigurd Paulsen couldn't? Sigurd Paulsen, I think he's on the bench today because we've got Krebs as well who can play on the right side. So it's all good. Exciting time. So see how we do. I'm going to start off going positive, I think. There's nothing happening. First chance, we'll get creative, I think, is required. Elfsborg haven't really done anything. We're not seeing anything. I mean, a 0-0 draw with no highlights would be a bit crap. But here comes Anderson. It's back to Anderson from Ali Samare. A nice ball into the new man, Henningsen. Tinnerholm makes the space, ball through, and it doesn't find his man, Landstead. So here they come, ball long and over the top, but Ali just gets that. Anderson a bit close there, and that's what happens when they're a bit close, and the ball's through. Oh wow, what goalkeeping there. Made himself look big and just completely stopped the opportunity, but we don't want to give chances away like that. Not seeing the opportunities from us. I want to demand more at this stage. Well, it's a bit late to do that, but it'll be nice just to sneak a victory out of this one. It's always going to be a tricky one against Elfsborg. For whatever reason, we find them very, we'll demand more straight from the off, but we're seeing, the chances we're seeing are going to them. Can we pick their pocket? Svensson into Hellberg. Hellberg is nicely round the corner. Are we gonna, can we nick the ball off them? It doesn't look like we'll be able to. Oh, maybe we have. Nicely done. It's Camp, and we can always trust him on the ball. Is he going to play it inside? Tap sober. Tinnerholm. Is he going to play the ball that we need to play? Oh my lord, that's a worrisome ball. Anderson, don't lose the ball again, mate. They're pressing us well, to be fair, and we find it very difficult to get out and create the chances, but well, that's nicely done. Samari, he has found it through. It's Paul. Oh, and Paul doesn't get it. Get his chance there, and that was the best chance we've seen all day. He should have put that in the back of the net, I think. He's scored a lot of goals for us. Samari, and he's played it back. I want to see more balls going forward. Anderson. Oh, he just don't get so close to each other. Oh, lovely ball to Tapsoba. Camp in. It's in. It's 1-0. Paul with a header. He makes up for his missed opportunity right a few minutes ago, and 60 minutes on the clock. We're 1-0 up, and that is an important goal, I feel. We're going to take it back from positive to balanced. Right then, so opportunity here. The centre backs, they're pressing, so they're trying to prevent that short passing. Henningsen, and it's a weak shot on his left foot. I don't think he's left-footed, so he shouldn't really be trying that, should he? Where is he? No, he is left-footed. So why does he want to play on the right side? Oh, God knows. All right. Anderson, he's got a bit of time. He just plays it inside, playing with them. That's always a worry, playing those sort of balls. But Nagash does well, wins the ball, taps sober into Tinnerholm, who's got a pass on him. No, he doesn't try it though. Anderson into Tinnerholm. We're going to nice round the corner. Henningsen. Oh, he's also got a shot on him. Tinnerholm almost breaks the keeper in half with that shot. Oh, outstanding stuff. So this is better. Left. Can we end a highlight now, please? Go on. In that highlight. Yeah, there you go. He's also got a tackle on him. That man, Tinnerholm, is a good player. Right, I think after 68 minutes, let's look at what needs to happen. Tempted to bring on Yallo, who is always, well, he did very well at the end of last season. He's coming in again, and we'll take Ali off, and we'll give Yallo a bit of a run out. Not being so good down the right side. Henningsen not having his best debut. I have to be honest about that. Nagash, seen a few glimpses from him, so he looks like he could do the business. Here we go. We'll bring on Sigurd Palsson right at the end here. Can he get a header? Late header from the man. Sigurd Palsson. It looked like their player missed it, and it just gave no chance to react. But this would be annoying if this went in. It's annoying, officially annoying. Hellberg. Oh, we played really well, and yeah. Right, I'm going to bring Krebs on the right side. We played well, and it's the Elfsborg curse continues. we don't win the game, which is frustrating. We start okay, and I think 4th place is always going to be a challenge this season to try and replicate. We're going against AIK. We'll probably come back for the Malmo game because we love playing them, or the Göteborg game, maybe that one. We always see Malmo. Let's come back for the Göteborg game, the next episode, and we'll see how we've started. Some interesting games in there, including a game away against Örebro, which is always a challenge. Just given the history or non-history, it's bizarre, isn't it? There's a sort of parallel universe from a different save, but it's history all the same. They understand, and we'll see how we do at the start of May. That's it. I had to work that out, and and then by this time we should have our new stadium, and we'll probably come back for our first game in our new stadium by then. Well, it's been a fairly lengthy... no, it probably hasn't been that long, actually. I managed to sort of say the things I want to say fairly quick. 1-1 draw against Elfsborg. It's not terrible. I'd like to see us do a bit better. But let me know what you think of the new signings, what you think our chances are this year. On the last episode, there were a few people saying that you think maybe another European push might be on. Maybe. I think we had a very good season last season, and we didn't have much issue with injuries. Already we've had a lot of issues with injuries this season, so we'll see what we can do. As always, thank you so much for your support on this series. If you are new to the series, there's plenty of episodes to go in at, but this isn't a bad place to start since we're starting a new season. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Please subscribe if you are new. Hit that notification bell if you haven't done so already, and you'll get all the uploads from the various different FM series and the other things that are going on my channel. And I will see you next time for more interesting times with Gottne. We're going to have a European campaign to contend with this season as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun. See you then. Goodbye.